Hello students, so today we are going to start our new chapter, that is chapter number 2, latitudes and longitudes. In this chapter you are going to study about relative and absolute locations, latitudes and longitudes, and the grid. Okay, so see here, let's get started. What the uncle is saying to his mother: today is very happy that his uncle is coming and he is visiting many places, so he went to see the globe and discover all the places to which he has listened the names. And after that he has in dreams that what places he has just explored on the globe, and now he is seeing in his dream everything. This is the normal thing. Just come on the next page. That is, first of all you are going to study about the location. Okay, first, so location is of mainly of two types: relative and absolute location. What is location? A location is a place where something happens or exists. Means if anything exists there, we are telling the location of that particular place, or something happens at a particular place, we are telling about that particular, at that particular place that thing happens. So in this way, location and the knowing of location is very necessary. So first one is the relative location. When the position of a place is described in relation to other places, it is called a relative location. For example, you may describe the location of your house to your friend, and suppose take the example, your house is near any government office. You will tell that my house is near particular government office. Means you are telling the location in relation to other thing. That is known as the relative location. And what is absolute location? An absolute location tell the exact position where a place is located on the surface of the earth. Your home address describe the absolute location of your house on the earth. For example, you say that my house number is 32 and located in a particular colony. So this is the absolute location which you know without any relation. So in this way, two types of locations are there, and more accurate is the absolute location, so that you can easily find the places. Think it over. Which location will help aeroplane pilots drop 8 packages at a specific location? Of course, which one? The absolute location is going to help. So now come on next page. Locating places on the earth. How we can locate the places on the earth? A globe has an axle that helps to spin, and the earth also spins on an imaginary axle which is known as the axis of the earth. The two ends of the earth's axis are known as poles. You know, these two poles are there. See, north pole and south pole. North pole and south pole as their axle which helps to spin. Okay, everything is clear. Now you know about north pole, south pole, everything. Equator. Equator is an imaginary line. All the lines are imaginary on the earth. We, for our convenience, we are making to study it properly. So equator is an imaginary line that divides the earth into two equal halves. This one is the equator, and it's an imaginary line which divides the earth into two equal halves. Above one is called the northern hemisphere, and downward is the southern hemisphere. A globe or a map has a number of lines drawn on it. In reality, there are no lines on the earth's surface. Of course, all the lines are imaginary that help us to find out absolute location of a place. First one is the latitudes. First I'll show you the different lines. See, you can see the map, see the globe. You are seeing that many lines making a grid. Some are vertical, some are horizontal, and all these together makes a grid. So out of this, what are latitudes? Latitudes are the horizontal lines drawn parallel to the equator. You can see in this picture, north pole, south pole. Equator is situated at 0 degree latitude. Equator up to the poles are called the parallels of latitude. Since the earth is round, these lines are circular. They run in an east to west direction. First, you know the direction: upper side north, down side south, and then west and east. Okay, they run in the equator is a line of latitude. So equator is a line of latitude. It is also known as a great circle. Latitude are measured in degrees, starting from 0 degree. Middle it is 0 degree, and from 0 to 90 in North Pole, and from 0 to 90 in South Pole. The diagram given here shows the equator at 0 degree latitude. The value of other latitude is followed by letter N in northern, and with that what you will add? N. Suppose now we are talking about northern hemisphere. If we want to go the location of anything, so if it is situated at 30 degree, so we will write like this: 30 degree N. And if it is situated at South Pole, we will write it like this: 30 degree south. Degree sign round. Okay, this is clear. So just see the next page. Hemisphere falls as for southern hemisphere you have to write as, for example, the latitude next to the equator in the northern hemisphere is 1 degree. As we move further northernwards, 1 2 3 4 like this, it will get started. The equator is also known as a great circle. It is the longest latitude, as we know. As we move from northwards or southwards from it, the latitude decreases in size till they are reduced to a dot at the poles. As it circles, you have seen a circle, its size reduces from going from middle to top or middle to down. Everything is clear. Now, important lines of latitude. This diagram is very important. They are known as the lines of latitudes. You can see first one, North Pole, that is of 90 degree, N, because it is in north direction. After that, Tropic of Arctic Circle is at 66.5 degree north. Tropic of Cancer 23.5 degree north. In between 0 degree, 1 2 3 4 all are coming, but these are the important lines which we have marked. And downside 0 degree equator, and after that in southern hemisphere, first one is the Tropic of Capricorn 23.5 degree south, Antarctic Circle 66.5 degree south, and last one is the South Pole, which is at 90 degree south. This is clear. So longitudes I am going to explain you tomorrow. Thank you.